is David Vonderhaar with the Quitty Treyarch? Find out next.
Now, my friends, it is no secret that Black Ops 4 multiplayer has been a letdown for the majority of us, that the Black Ops Pass has been a huge waste of money for those that bought it, that the post-launch content of the multiplayer has been, well, let's just say nothing really. It's been crap. Unless, of course, you count the horrible black market supply drop tier system that has been the biggest ripoff and the biggest joke of all time when it comes to microtransactions in a Call of Duty game. Hey community, you guys want an event?
Yeah!
Well, cough up 2,000 COD points then, sucker! Back in Black Ops 3, there was speculation circulating that David Vonderhaar was hinting at quitting after the game was done for the year, but he came back for Black Ops 4 with the hopes of doing something way different for the multiplayer, because at the beginning of Black Ops 4, there were all those rumors circulating where he had enough of the same old after so many years, hence that he was trying to implement a weird kind of Overwatch style, no kill streak game, but apparently that idea was shot down by Activision, and instead, obviously, Treyarch was forced to go with the standard multiplayer experience. They still put specialists in the game with the 2 abilities, which is really ridiculous and one of the most annoying aspects of the game. So Vonderhaar has seemed to focus all his effort into the Blackout Battle Royale mode and has essentially just abandoned the multiplayer aspect, quite obviously, because in my humble opinion, folks, the multiplayer has gone to Dave has obviously had enough with making standard multiplayer games, hence why he wanted to quit after Black Ops 3, but apparently he signed up for 1 more year, but he has obviously put all his efforts into the Blackout because Activision told him to essentially pound sand on his original idea for Black Ops 4 being something way different, and honestly understandable. You know, you can't make a Call of Duty game not a Call of Duty game. There's got to be some kind of cohesion, otherwise he could just, or should have just quit and started a different company like Respawn Entertainment did, which brings us to the current intel that leads me to believe David Vonderhaar is probably quitting or retiring soon, or perhaps starting a new company just to make new games besides Call of Duty. Recently, in tweets at Dave that suggests he's getting fired or retiring, or people are trolling at him like, yeah, you're going to get fired, good luck, you're going to be like Michael Condrey working on NBA 2K or some crap. And here's the funny thing, he's been liking them. See this tweet right here? It was sent to me from a follower on Twitter. As you can see at the top here, it says liked by David J. Vonderhaar. It's not a fake Vonderhaar account. It's the certified, verified David Vonderhaar, studio design director, Blackout Dungeon Master, member of the Bridge Ambush Committee, CEO of Circle Management. As you can see here, unsubbed to Jablinski Games said, hopefully you can work on Gran Turismo after you get fired like Michael Condrey. And he liked it. Like, that's a pretty strange thing to be liking as a random, Twitter follower of mine that David Vonderhaar has no connection to, and then you like that. There are other ones as well that he has liked that talked about, retirement and quitting and whatnot, but I messed those up. I can't find them now. They were about a week or 2 ago, and I've been looking through them, and I erased some files off of my computer that I actually had screenshot them with and saved them, but now I did whatever. I messed up. My bad. But if you are watching this video and you're one of the people that has sent me these tweets, leave a comment down below so I can find you and highlight you and draw attention to the fact that, there's been other tweets that have been sent to me that he's liked that said he was quitting or retiring or he's getting fired. Anyways, all this is kind of strange because Vonderhaar never likes tweets from anyone, like I said, especially random people. Usually DJ Von only strokes the schlongs of esport gamers and YouTubers. I mean, this year has been the strangest and most out-of-character Treyarch in Call of Duty ever. Dave and company are the most interactive and facilitating company and people when it comes to delivering what the fans want, to an extent, obviously. But this year, it feels like they gave up, and perhaps they have. Besides the attention that Vonderhaar gives to his Blackout mode, he doesn't give a flying about anything else, especially multiplayer or zombies. He's completely abandoned the franchise for the most part and handed over the multiplayer aspect to this dude right here. Just like how Michael Condrey and Glenn Schofield quit or got, promoted and then ended up quitting and then starting a new company and working on 2K games and whatnot. At some point here in the near future, Dave will be announcing also he's moving on to something else in his life. My guess is that's what's going to happen. This year's Black Ops 4 has been the worst in the history of Treyarch, especially when you consider the past amazing titles that have been, well, all amazing. World at War was great, one of my favorites. Black Ops 1, one of my favorites.
Spy plane ready for deployment.
Black Ops 2, one of my favorites.
Kill confirmed. I'm dry.
Even Black Ops 3 with the stupid flying around space boots was really awesome, except of course for the supply drop and the supply drop rates, where you had the better chance of getting struck by lightning, a BJ from PewDiePie, and winning the lotto all at the same time than getting a cool gun from the supply drops. So when you compare those past amazing Call of Duty titles to what we have now in Black Ops 4, which is basically no campaign, a lackluster multiplayer for the most part, an empty zombies experience that was plagued by so many problems initially with, crashes and blue screens, and honestly, not a lot of content or replay value according to the Call of Duty zombie community. A battle royale that, if you've played other battle royales, it's kind of mediocre, not that amazing, a lot of balancing issues. And on top of that, we also were plagued by a horrible tier system that tried to copy Fortnite with a battle pass, which really actually sucks. It consists of mostly dumb stickers and sprays, which no one wants. Also, even more so, a rip-off battle pass that people bought, hopefully to get, some post-launch content, which there barely isn't any. And not to mention the supply drop system, and even more, to add further insult to injury, special events like the most recent Shamrock and Awe is locked behind, for the cool stuff mostly, a $20 paywall. I don't think it's too much of a reach or too much of a guess to come to a few conclusions here after watching this video. One, Treyarch is closing shop and moving on and completely shutting down, which I don't think is going to happen. Two, DJ Vaughn knew in advance that this was it for him. He was going to call the day after this, and it's his last year working with Treyarch as far as multiplayer and, being a developer and head guy of that development team, and has given up on everything to just essentially go out on top because he was trying to hopefully make an awesome battle royale, which, for the most part, like I already mentioned, isn't really that awesome. It's mediocre, and has left him feeling inadequate and probably dejected and failed a bit, and is going to probably either quit or retire, or moving on to make other games with different studios or create another studio. Or number three, and the more I think about this, actually seems like the most plausible scenario, actually. So he might just, perhaps be solely in charge by himself, move away from Treyarch to work on Call of Duty Battle Royales for the distant future. Because we already heard that the next Call of Duty from Infinity Ward, which is apparently Modern Warfare 4, isn't going to have a battle royale. It's going to have like the zombies, it's going to have a campaign, it's going to have a multiplayer, like the usual, three things that have been coming with Call of Duty since Treyarch introduced zombies. So that leaves Vonderhaar by himself with the only battle royale, which seems to be pretty popular, even though, it's not that great. A lot of people don't like it. It seems to be, the biggest and best aspect of Call of Duty Black Ops 4 for the most part. So it leaves him by himself to work on battle royales for the future, because I don't think after this year, Blackout is just going to be like, it's over, thanks, shutting down shop. I don't think so. I think they're continue to work on it, and maybe David Vonderhaar is going to quit Treyarch and just be in charge of Call of Duty Battle Royales from here on out for who knows how long. Or Dave has lost it, and Treyarch sucks, and Call of Duty is dead. Either way, guys, something obviously is not normal. Something's going on here. And I'm guessing, honestly, in the near future here, something big is going to be announced by Treyarch and Activision about the future of Treyarch and Dave's future. I don't think this is, just pro quo. Things are just going to continue on as normal. And, in 3 years from now, we're going to see another regular Treyarch Call of Duty. I don't think so, at least not with David Vonderhaar involved. Something's up. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you very much for watching the video. If you enjoyed the video, hey, if you haven't done so already, not sure what the hell you do with your life, but hey, man, hit that subscribe button. And also, if you did enjoy the video, if you didn't enjoy the video, whatever, hit the dislike button. But if you enjoyed the video, hit that like button. And last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much for watching. My name's 8 Thoughts. You all stay black and one hockey cracker up to the shapeshifter building the moon base, hard to spray, chemtrails and these jobs, blue tire settles, and go with colors, flat man, fake, all knows be hooks, force in the fog escape, white man, bring it down.